Cup of Joe.
In this episode, we'll be talking about how to end September very, very strong, even after such volatility in the market. My name is Joseph Gainez, and this is our monthly picks. So, we had a pretty solid start of the month. We had Cardano in the books, we had Kusama. We kind of delayed our pick in Luna, but that worked out with a dip. But where are we now? Kusama, very, very strong because of the fundamentals that we know with the parachains auctions all over this month. We've reached highs of 450. My expectation, 587 at the end of the month. Now, Cardano, after reaching highs of $3.09, what happened? Well, I guess people sold the news after they bought the rumor. I still think that it can hit $3, maybe even $3.5 later this month, and we'll talk about that later on. So, what are my picks to end the month strong? It's very simple, really. You look at the fundamentals, you look at the calendars, and you see what's going on. Luna, which we bought the dip at $23, hit the highs of 41, but because of Columbus 5 coming up at the end of the month, it's definitely going to challenge that $51 range, maybe even more. ZEC, coming up with its testnet version 5 also at the end of the month. It was a little bit delayed, and we had high expectations for it September 15, but now, with a dump under $130, I would take that because my target for the end of the month, 150, 170. If the market's back bullish, maybe even 190. But be careful on this one because it's more volatile than the other picks. Cardano. Why do I think that it's going to have a strong end to the month? Well, smart contracts are here. The launch was successful, and if adoption is present, the only way it can go is up. They have a summit coming up on the 22nd, and hopefully they have some special announcements for all of us Cardano fans. There's also Cake. Now, PancakeSwap has been quiet the last couple days. The narrative right now being with Layer 1 solutions, but PancakeSwap has an NFT launch coming up. The moment that the narrative transitions to NFTs, definitely have your eye out for PancakeSwap. There's also FET with their mainnet coming up October 1. So I'm looking at the end of September to have some eyes open for this low cap. Well, technically it's a mid cap now after it shot up from 30 cents all the way to $1.20. It has a strong community. So with the mainnet, the gravity bridge coming up, I think it's going to have some big moves. Lastly, from our fundamental picks, we know that Kusama still has 3 more parachain auction slots left for this month. 587, that's my target. Now, I have a couple wild cards in terms of fundamental picks. IOST, they have a lot going on. Their chart, not the best, but from a FA standpoint, we should expect some big moves. Polkadot, we're hearing a lot of rumors that it might follow on with what Kusama's doing. The main development team, they left for a all hands on deck meeting, similar to what the development team for Kusama did right before they launched the auctions. So have your eye out for Polkadot. And lastly, there's AVAX. With the narrative being in layer 1, AVAX, both technically and fundamentally speaking, has a lot to offer. So I wouldn't only be looking at AVAX, but also the small caps in their ecosystem. There's Joe, there's Benki, and there's Sava, XAVA. Now, I'm not just picking Joe because it has my name on it. I think it's a good project. And Elio Trades from YouTube, he talks a lot about it. Now, from a TA perspective, there are a couple picks that our team are looking at. We have both Arweave and Hather, HTR, with cup and handle patterns on the macro. So if it breaks out, it could be end of September, early October. Watch out for that. We also have some laggards, primarily Matic, which is a layer 2 solution, It's in a bull channel right now and at the very, very bottom. So if you buy it soon, you could get it for cheap and just hodl on for maybe even a 70% gain going into early October. I already mentioned AVAX earlier. It had a breakout and now it's retesting previous resistance as support. We definitely know that this has potential to break all-time high again. Similar to that, there's HNT. So we talked about HNT a lot in August, not so much in September, but the way the charts are looking at, I think it has ways to go, especially now that more and more adoption for their routers are taking place each and every day and in new locations. I think they released a new satellite or a new coverage for Lisbon, Portugal. That's ways out from America. And last but not least, our special shout out goes to Mover. Part of the Polkadot ecosystem. It's one of the microcap layer 1 solutions. It gave us 300% in September. It's doing a little test of volatility right now with a market dip, but with rumors left and right coming out about Binance and Coinbase, definitely keep your eye out for Mover. Very, very low cap, very, very risky, just small positions, but this can give you high rewards. Alright guys, those are our end of the month picks for September. Stay tuned for more. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us on all our platforms. And if you have any questions, I'm on Twitter at CryptoWithJoe and Telegram at CryptoWithJoe.
Cup of Joe.